Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Sandcats franchise here. And today we got the conference semifinals here. Who is our opponent in the first round of the playoffs here for year number 7? Well, let's take a look back at the last 2 games of the regular season. Following the, where is it? Absolute demolishment of the Blowfish in the doubleheader. We won 12-6 and 21-4. That is not a typo. We then went on to play the Sawteeth, where we won 19-13 in a very back-and-forth, high-scoring game. The Blowfish would then go on to lose their they would split their final 2 games against the Sawteeth following that game, and then we also finished the regular season against the Sirloins, winning 19-4, almost as bad as the Blowfish game. These Moonstars would then split the last 2 games they had against the Sirloins, which led to a tie for second place in the division between the Blowfish and the Moonstars. Both teams finished at 9-7, which meant it would come down to run differential for both of them. And then on the other side of the bracket, the Herbisaurs beat the Freebooters, which was actually the last game of that thing, which didn't really matter because the Herbisaurs had already locked up the final playoff spot. But the Wild Pigs finished at 8-8, which meant they were out of the playoffs because the Moonstars and the Blowfish finished tied at 9-7. And the team that we face is, let's go to playoffs. We get the Blowfish. It's going to be another rematch with the Blowfish in the playoffs. We faced them last year in the second round, the conference finals, where we swept them. So they're looking for a little bit of revenge here. We're just looking to repeat as champions for the 3rd straight season. On the other side, the Platypi ended up finishing as the 1 seed. They went 13-3, which gives us the best record, so we will have home field advantage for the playoffs. Wideload sneak into the playoffs at 9-7. Crocodons also sneak in at 9-7, and the Buzzards finished 11-5. They are the 2 seed. Herbisaurs already dropped game 1 to the Moonstars, 5-0 behind I'm assuming a quality gem from Alicia Woodrow. We can actually have a look at it real quick. Since we're in the playoffs, we can actually look at that. And Woodrow went 5 2/3 innings, did not give up any runs, and then she was replaced by Keisha Mushar, who threw the last 3 1/3. Interesting. Okay. Surprised Woodrow didn't go longer, but I guess they ran up her pitch count or she got hurt. One of the two. Anyway, let's jump into the action here and let's have some fun with game number 1. Here's the lineup we're going with. Mosley is back in at second after, get this, Janice Friedman, the oldest man on the team at 38 years young, went 5 for 5 in the regular season finale when he started over Mosley, who was tense. He hit 4 home runs, drove in 6 RBIs. The man was on fire that game. But Mosley's going to get the start here due to his youth. Mackey will start at shortstop and bat at second. Cross is DHing. He's third. Bentley's fourth at first base. Marin is fifth in center. John Paul's back in the lineup. He's in right field. He's going to be batting sixth. Batting seventh, we're going to give it to left fielder Tandy Deep the third over Luca Golden. Golden finished the regular season with 1 home run and 2 RBIs for an entire 16-game season, so probably going to look to move on from him in the off season. Tandy Deep the third came on hot the last 5 or so games, and he's going to get the start here. Camden Brennan's going to catch. He's batting 8th, and Calagucci's in there in the 9-hole at third base. Tapia's on the mound. We got their ace Wanda Dregler here. Let's move into the game. Enough dawdling, let's play. Alright, hopefully we can get this series off on a good start here in game 1. We know what the Blowfish's weakness is. Their weakness is their bullpen. If we can get to their bullpen and exploit it, we're gonna win this. We're gonna win the game and the series. Because once you get past their starters, they don't have a lot in the bullpen. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Blowfish lineup here before we start throwing. Right fielder Botch Friendly leads off. Third baseman Emmett Anger. Center fielder Bryant Pena's in the 3-hole. Jeb Jumps, the DH, is batting 4th. Left fielder Otis Novak is 5th. First baseman Junior Young Jr. is 6th. Cheyenne Hill is 7th at second base. Bowen Berg, the shortstop, bats 8. And the catcher Sting McGee bats 9. So it's the same 9 starters they had in the last 2 games of the regular season we played them in as well. Just in a different order once more. First pitch slider's in there for a strike from Tapia. We're underway. He's quickly ahead 0-2. Change up, dribbled to second. Easy play for Mosley. 1 down. Brings up third baseman Emmett Anger. First pitch cutter is high. Ball 1. Fastball low. 2-0. Change up in there for a strike. 2-1. Slider away. 3-1. Fastball's in there for a strike. We got a full count now. Slider down in the way. Fouled off. Anger staying alive. Still full count. Cutter down and in. Line to center. That's going to drop for a base hit. Good hit there for Anger. It's first hit of the playoffs. And that will put a runner at first with 1 down for center fielder Bryant Pena. He didn't hit well in the regular season, but he's looking to turn things around here in the playoffs. We're going to get started with a fresh, clean slate. Cutter in there, 0-1. Swung through a fastball. It's quickly 0-2. Change it down and in low, 2-1. Or 1-2, whatever. Slider down, fouled off by Pena as he was on it. Still 1-2. He's just a little late. Fastball up and away, on the ground to second. Mosley throws to second 1, Mackey to first, double play, and that gets us out of the inning cleanly. Bottom 1, Mosley, Mackey, and Cross due up against Dregler. Here's Skyler Mosley. Did not play in the regular season finale, as already previously stated. He's back in the lineup here for the playoffs, though. Dregler's first pitch is a fastball, and it's a called strike. That one's taken high, 1-1. Curve in there, 1-2. Fastball on the ground to second, 1 hopper. Hill makes the play, 1 out. Brings up Mackey, the shortstop. Fletcher looking to get the first hit for the Sandcats here. Checks his swing, he's ahead 2-0 now. Hang and change up, crushed to left field. Does it have carry to get over that high wall? Yes, it does. Fletcher Mackey, it didn't sound good off the bat, but he had enough to get it out over there in the shallow corner. It's the first run of the playoffs for either team, a solo homer, and Mackey puts the Sandcats on the board 1-0. That's why you don't leave a changeup in the middle of the plate to my lineup. We will kill it. Here's Cross. First baseman led the league in home runs. Bentley, however, led the league in batting average and RBIs, so no Triple Crown winner this year, although our team leads all 3 of those major categories for the 3rd straight year. Strike in there, 1-1. 2-1. 3-1 as Cross is having a good eye so far. He works a walk, 5 pitches. That's going to put him on at first. Put up Bentley now. As I stated, he led the league in average and RBIs this season. Had almost 30. I think he finished with like 29. Strike high, first pitch. Curveball up, ripped to left field. That's through for a base hit. Bentley's going to be on. That puts 2 on now with 1 down. Cross wisely hangs on his second as it was made. The play was made by the left fielder cleanly. Marin up now, the center fielder. Missed 3 games in the regular season due to an Achilles injury. He came back really hot, though. Managed to finish with an average up over 450. Strike in there. One and two the count now as he's behind. Change up down. That's in the gap. Left center field. That's extra bases. That's going to score 1. It's going to be 2-0 Sandcats as Bentley's going to hang on at third. Marin slides into second with a double as we take a 2-0 lead. Sets the stage for John Paul, the right fielder, who missed the last 2 games of the regular season. Or actually, just the last game. He sat out. He did not sit out game 15. Strike in there, 0-1. Might move on from John Paul as well. He's just not hitting as well as he used to, plus his contact's really taken a dive here throughout the season. He's really starting to show the age of regression. 0-2 the count now, and he's only 32. Fast, or is he 31? I forget. Oof. High, deep drive to left center. That's going to be an easy second out. Deep enough to score Bentley, though, and it's 3-0 Sandcats on the sac fly. Sets the stage for Tandy Deep the third. Left fielder making his first career playoff start in his 4th season here. Or 5th season, I forget. I believe it's his 4th season. Or no, it's his 5th. He was in year 3, that's right. Strike in there, 1-1. Fresh-faced 19-year-old, I remember that. He was released by 2 teams before we picked him up. 2-2 count now. 3-2. Slider inside. That's into the left center gap. Marin's going to score easily from second is deep. The third delivers with a clutch 2-out knock. He's going to get in there sliding safely with a double. It's now 4-0 Sandcats as we keep the train rolling. That's going to bring up Brennan, the catcher. Had a very good offensive year this year. Was not expecting that from him. I think he finished with 4 homers. Strike in there, 0-1. Oh, that's a high fastball. Hit deep to left field, but it's not going to quite reach the ball as Novak makes the catch, and that ends the inning. 4 runs for the Sandcats on 4 hits, though, as we take the lead 4-0 to the second. Jumps Novak and Young Jr. will face Tapia here in the second. DH is Jeb Jumps. He's going to be batting in the 4-hole. Slider in there, 0-1. Fastball up and in, misses, 1-1. Change up down and in, caught a strike. It's quickly 1-2. Cutter up and away, sky to right center and shallow. Paul in on it. He'll call for it. 1 down. Brings up Novak, the left fielder. Hit 3 home runs off us in the last 2 games we played them. Or no. Yeah, two homers. He hit three of his 4 homers on the season off of us. Change up in there, 0-1. Slider down and in, check swing, 0-2 the count now as Tapia looks to put him away here. Fastball up and in, grounded to second. Mosley backhands, easy play, 2 down. Brings up Young Jr., first baseman. He hit 2 homers off of us in the final game the Blowfish played against us. He scored all 4 of their runs, actually. Strike in there, 0-1. Well, I should say scored. He drove in 4 of their runs. 0-2 the count now. He drove in 3 of their 4 runs, actually. He had 2 homers. The 4th one was Novak. He had a solo shot. Change up fouled off. It's 0-2, still the count. Cutter down in the way. Check swing outside, 1-2. Fastball up and in. He swings through that. Strike 3. Tapia's first punch out of the playoffs, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 2, it's 4-0 still. Kawaguchi will lead off, and then we'll back to the top of our lineup already in the second. Bit of a down year for Kawaguchi, but she still played solidly at third base. High ball 1. Curveball ripped foul down the line, out of play, 1-1. That would have been a home run if she was a little bit back on it. 1-2. Fastball grounded to short. Berg there, 1 down. Next up is Mosley, who's 0 for 1. Strike in there, good changeup. Liner to short right at Berg, 2 down. Next up is Mackey, homer in his first at bat. That got the scoring started here in the game. It also started that rally for the Sandcats in the first inning. Strike in there, 0-1. Fastball line to center. That's going to be right at Pena, though, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Good bounce back inning for Dregler as we head to the third. It's 4-0 still. Bottom 3 in the Blowfish lineup to up. Hill, Berg, and McGee. Here's veteran Cheyenne Hill in her 7th season here with the Blowfish. She's batting 7 today. Fastball bounces off Brennan's glove. Ball 1. Slider in there, 1-1. Way out in front of the changeup. She was looking fastball, 1-2. Cutter low, 2-2. Good eye by Hill. Fastball down in the way, dribbled to second. Mosley makes the play, 1 out. Next up is Berg, shortstop, hitting in the 8-hole today. Slider in there, 0-1. Change up down, 1-1. Fastball up and in. Base hit by Berg as he was on the fastball. He was ready for it. I'll put him on it first with 1 down, and I'll bring up the 9-hitter, catcher Sting McGee. Change-up is pop foul down the third base line, giving chase Kawaguchi. Makes the catch, 2 outs, good hustle. Brings up Friendly. He's 0 for 1 today. Quickly 0-2 as both fastballs catch the knees. Friendly needs to protect. Slider inside, 1-2. Inside with the change, 2-2 count now. Fastball down in the way, hard grounded to second. Mosley over, makes the play at first, and that ends the inning. 1 hit for the Blowfish. Nothing happens with it. Bottom 3. 3, 4, and 5 do up for us. Cross, Bentley, and Marin. Cross walked his first time up and then came in to score. Takes one high, ball 1. Chased a curveball in, but he gets enough on it into right center, but that's going to be caught by Friendly. Decent drive on that pitch, and that'll bring up Bentley. He singled in his first at bat, and he came around to score. Two-seamer high, ball 1. Slider middle low, and that is gone. Bentley sat all on that break-in pitch, and he didn't miss it. Second homer of the game for the Sandcats, first for Bentley here in the postseason, and that makes it a 5-0 game as they extend the lead. Dregler's been doing a poor job of keeping her breaking pitches out of the middle of the plate. Marin up now, doubled his first at bat, which drove in a run, and then he came in to score later in the first inning. Ball 1. Liner to short, right at Berg, 2 down. Brings up Paul, he had a sac fly in his first at bat. Well, his first plate appearance, no official at bat as of yet. Late on the heat, 0-1. Fastball down. Paul's a little out in front as he hits it deep to left center field. Carry is not enough, though, as out is made on the warning track, and that ends the inning. Another run comes across, though, on the solo homer by Hercules Bentley. Top 4, it's 5-0 Sandcats. Anger, Pena, and Jumps due up. Anger's 1 for 1 today with a single, one of only 2 Blowfish hits so far. He was erased on a double play later in the first inning. Low ball 1. Second pitch fastball taken deep to center, and that is way gone. Tapia left that out over the plate, and Anger didn't miss it as he's now 2 for 2 after the home run. First of the playoffs for the Blowfish, and that makes it a 5-1 game as he's locked in now. Coming up now is Pena, grounded into a double play his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Slider away, called a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and away, outside, 1-0, 1-1. Change it down and in, check swing, 1-2 the count now. Cutter inside, swung through it, strike 3. I think Pena chased that one as it was just off the corner, 2 down. Next up is Jumps, who's 0 for 1 today. Or, I'm sorry, that's 1 down in the inning. Thought there were 2 for some reason. Fastball outside, 1-0. Change it down and in, called a strike, 1-1. Slider up and in, ripped to right center, that's down for a base hit. Marin keeps it in front of him though, as that'll hold Jumps to a single. Brings up Novak, who's 0 for 1 today. Cutter away, called a strike, 0-1. Slider down and in, 1 hopper to short, Mackey flips to second 1, Mosley to first, double play, and that's going to end the inning. Blowfish tack on 1 on the solo home run, but the lead is still 4. Bottom 4, deep to third, Brennan and Kawaguchi due up. Deep to third is 1 for 1 today with a double and an RBI. Hanging slider, and deep to third takes that to center field. It is high, far, and gone. Right into the forest out there. First of the playoffs for Tandy deep to third. Third homer of the game for the Sandcats as an offense. And that makes it a 6-1 game as we get that 1 run right back. Next up is Brennan, who's 0 for 1. Flew out to end the first inning. Two-one count to Brennan as he's working it over the middle of the plate, and that's punched through the infield to the right field. That's a single for Brennan. He's now 1 for 2. Put him on at first base for Kawaguchi, the 9-hitter. She's 0 for 1 today, still looking for her first hit of the playoffs. High, 1-0. Outside, 2-0 the count now. Soft liner to right center field. That's going to be out of the reach of the fielders, though, and that's going to get all the way to the wall as he couldn't cut it off. Runner rounds third and is going to try and score. Throw's going to third. Kawaguchi is out, but the run does score. It's 7-1. Mosley up now, 1 out, and the base is empty for the second baseman, who's 0 for 2 today. Dregler has already given up 8 hits and 7 earned runs with a walk here in only 3 1/3. 1-1 count there, as that's a called strike at the letters. Change up inside, popped into left center. Easy play for Novak as he's in on it. 2 down, already waved off the shortstop and everything. Mackey up next, 1 for 2 with a solo homer back in the first inning. Fastball right dead center of the plate. Mackey takes that to right center field. That is gone. Second homer of the game for Fletcher Mackey. 4th for the Sandcats so far, and that makes it a 7-1 game. Or 8-1, my apologies. As Dregler is now rattled, and Mackey's on fire. Or locked in. Next up is Cross, 0 for 1 with a walk. Ball low. High, 2-0. 3-0 count as Cross is taking all the way here. Strike the knees, inside, 3-1. Inside ball 4, that changeup misses, and that's the second walk for Cross today. He's at first, and next up is Bentley. Homered his last time up, was a solo shot. He's now 2 for 2. Second walk of the day for Dregler there. She's over 60 pitches now. Slider low, ball 1. High heat, 2-0 the count now to Bentley. Hard liner up the middle, that's through for another base hit, make him 3 for 3 now. Cross draws the throw, but retreats to second. 2 on and 2 down now for Ivan Marin. Center fielder's 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI in his first at bat of the game. Changeup ripped hard, foul, 0-1. Marin's out in front. Inside curveball pulled to the left field corner, just fouled. 0-2 the count. Fastball skied right center field to the warning track. Calling for it is Pena. He steps in and makes the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Sandcats get across 3 more. It's now an 8-1 lead. To the 5th we go. Young Jr. Hillenberg go up against Tapia, who's just over 50 pitches at 54. 0 for 1 today is Young Jr. Cutter down and in on the first pitch. Check swing, strike 1. Slider away, misses, 1-1. Changeup up and in, taken deep to center field. Does Young Jr. have enough carry on it? It is gone, just to the left of the forest in center field. First of the playoffs for Young Jr., second homer of the game for the Blowfish, and that makes it a 9-2 game. Or 8-2, my apologies. Brings up Cheyenne Hill, 0 for 1 today. Strike the letters, 0-1. Changeup away, misses, 1-1. Cutter inside, 2-1. Slider up and away, called a strike, 2-2 count now. Fastball middle in, ripped, fouled off, and she stays alive. It's still 2-2. Changeup up and away, pop foul down the third base line. Kawaguchi already calling for it. Makes the catch, 1 out. Next up is Berg, 1 for 1 today with a single. Slider low, 0-1. Fastball inside, and that hits Tapia right in the face. Infield single for the Blowfish, and that keeps the inning alive for McGee, who's 0 for 1. 1 out in the inning, and Tapia thankfully only got hit in the chest. He did not get hit in the face. So it could have been worse. First pitch slider down in the way, ripped foul by McGee, out of reach, 0-1. Cutter up and in, 1-1. Two on the count. Strike on the outside. Now it's 2-2. Whiffer active for McGee. Cutter up an inline softly to second. Mosley fields, fires to second one. Mackey to first. Double play, and that ends the inning. Blowfish get another run back on a solo homer by Young Jr. Bottom 5 we go. Paul deep the third, and Brennan due up. Paul's 0 for 1 today with a sac fly and an RBI. And that's going to do it for Wanda Dregler. After 4 innings, in comes righty Brick Towers. Dregler goes 4 innings, 10 hits given up, 8 earned runs, and walking 2 batters. Towers, the righty, got beat up on in the regular finale we had against the Blowfish. I think we scored like 5 or 6 runs off him in 2 innings. See how we do here as Paul takes one outside, ball 1. Slider down, popped in the shallow center. In is Pena. He makes the play, 2 down. Picks up his Tandy deep the third. The left fielder homered his last time up. He's now 2 for 2. Homer, double, and 2 RBIs on the game. Slate on the heat, 0-1. Slider fouled off. It's quickly 0-2. Deep the third, looking to stay alive against Towers. Chases a high one, but he fouls it off. Still 0-2. Curveball away, hit up the middle, diving is Berg, cut it off. He'll fire to first. Good play by the shortstop. 2 down. Next up is Brennan, 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. Chased a high one. It's now 0-2. Ooh, Towers with the reaction to make that catch. That's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for him. Top 6. It's still 8-2. Friendly, Anger, and Pena due up. Friendly's 0 for 2 today. Slider away, called a strike, 0-1. Fastball inside, 1-1. Slider down and in, ripped foul just out in front as he was sitting there. 1-2 the count. Got her up and away, called strike 3, froze him on it. Second punch out of the game, and that brings up Anger. 2 for 2 with a homer and a change-up. Homer and a single, and it was actually his 3rd punch out of the game, not his 2nd. Change-up away, called a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and in, check swing, quickly 0-2. Slider low, check swing, 1-2. Change-up away, 2-2. Slider down, called strike 3. Second punch out of the inning for Tapia. 4th of the game, and that brings up Pena, 0 for 2. Strike away, 0-1. Good fastball. Change up and in, check swing, called a strike, 0-2 the count now. Slider low and away, chased it in the dirt. Pena down on strikes, and that's on a strike out the side here for whoever our warrior is. I don't know what his name is. Off the top of my head. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Kawaguchi, Mosley, and Mackey do up. Kawaguchi 1 for 2, double and an RBI today. Chased it high, right at the first baseman, Young Jr. Flips to the pitcher, 1 down. Steps Mosley, still hitless today. He's 0 for 3. Curveball in there, 0-1. Slider hangs in the middle of the plate. That's driven deep to left center field. Can that get to the gap? Yes, it can, as it's right over the Novak's reach. Mosley on his way to second with the double, and he gets there safely. 1 down in the inning for Mackey, who's 2 for 3, 2 homers and 2 RBIs. 1-0 count. Outside, 2-0. Curveball down in the way, hit deep to right center field. Over for his friendly, he makes the catch, 2 outs. Brings up Cross, 0 for 1 today. He's flown out, and he's also walked twice. See what he does here. I chased that one in the dirt, 0-1. Curveball's way inside, 1-1. Hanging slider on the middle third of the zone. He did not miss it. That is high, far, And gone into the right center seats. First of the playoffs for Cross, and that makes it a 10-2 game as he drives in Mosley and himself. Except as Bentley, 3 for 3, homer, 2 singles, and an RBI today. Three-0 count. Slider hangs, ripped to left field. That is through for a base hit. Novak misplays it off the wall, but that's fine. He doesn't run very well. Picks up the Marin, 1 for 3, doubled an RBI. Slider inside, ball 1. Low, 2-0. Fastball fouled off, 2-1 on the count. Fouled off, full count now. Here we go. Chased it up, but it poked past the mound. Hill fields on the high hop, and that's going to end the inning. Almost beat it out. Top 7. It's 10-2 after the home run by Cross. Jones, Novak, and Young Jr. face Tapia. This is probably Tapia's last inning. Just how low his injury bar is that's a slider in there. 0-1. Fastball away, inside, outside, 1-1. Slider, change cutter up and in, dribbler to second, Mosley bare hands and fires, 1 down. Picks up so does Novak, left fielder's 0 for 2 today. Slider down, check swing, 0-1. Fastball up in, 0-2. Dribbler back to the mound, Tapia fields it to first, 2 down. Except the Young Jr., 1 for 2, homer and an RBI today. First pitch cutter down low, and that is gone. Young Jr. sat all low on it and took it deep to center. Second homer of the game from him and the playoffs for him as well. 10-3 is your new score. So now they're down by 7 as Hill's up, who's 0 for 2. Fastball low, 1-0. Slider middle away, driven deep to right center field. Marin's not going to be able to get there as it gets all the way to the wall. Runner heading to second, throw in for Marin's going to be late, and that's another runner in scoring position for the Blowfish. Next up is Berg, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Change up away, misses, ball 1. Fastball way inside, 2-0. Slider low, 3-0. Fastball, cutter up and away, fouled off, 3-1 the count. Fastball low, walk. Berg gets on, and that sets up the 9-hitter McGee. 0 for 2 today. Cutter down in the way on the first pitch, called a strike, 0-1. Slider low, 1-1. Fastball up, called, 2-1. Slider down, 2-2. That's a hanging cutter deep to right center field. I left him in 1 batter too long. That is gone. It's a home run, and it's now 10-6 on McGee's first homer of the playoffs. Should have taken him out. I thought he could get the last out. Friendly up now, 0 for 3. That'll do it for Tapia. Goes 5 and 6 2/3 innings, giving up 6 earned runs. 9 hits, 6 earned runs. Yeah, and a walk, and he struck out, I think, 3. So he is out. We're going to go with... Who's due up? Righty, lefty, righty, lefty, lefty, righty, righty, lefty, lefty. Could go either way. I'm going to go with the lefty Plaid Mahoney out of the bullpen. Let him get some work since he had the least amount of work at the end of the season. Fastball inside, driven deep to right center field. Is that going to have enough carry? Not quite, as it's off the wall. Paul fields the ricochet perfectly, though, and the throw will hold him to a double. Leadoff man on now for the second batter, Anger, who homered his last time up. He's 2 for 3. Ball away, line foul, out of reach on the left side, 0-1. Fastball up, ball 1. Line alone away, rip to left center field. That's going to find the gap and get all the way to the wall. It's now 10-7. If the run's going to score from second, we can't get out of the jam.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 99.
It's going to bring up Pena, who's 0 for 3 today, looking to turn things around at the plate. Slider low and away, called a strike, 0-1. Curveball low, 1-1. Slider up and in, called a strike, 1-2. Fastball down in the way, line past the first baseman, another base hit. Paul comes up throwing for third, and that'll hold the runner to second, as we still can't get out of the inning. Next up is Jumps, 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch fastball up and away, fouled off, 0-1. Curveball down low, 1-1. Fastball up and in high, 2-1. Slider low and away, called a strike. 2-2 count now from Mahoney. Fastball down and in, dribbler to third. Kawaguchi there, fires to first, and that'll end the inning mercifully. Still, Blowfish tack on a 5 spot. They cut the lead down to 3. 10-7 your score to the bottom of the 7th. Paul deep to third, and Brennan due up. Paul's 0 for 2 today with the sac fly and an RBI. Slider away, 0-1. Hanging curveball, punished to left center field. That's going to be in the gap over the leaping shortstop's glove. Paul already on his way to second as the ball's coming in from Pena. Not in time. Leadoff man on for the Sandcats here in the 7th. Brings up Tandy deep to third. He's 2 for 3. Home run, double, and 2 RBIs. First pitch fastball driven deep to right center field. Can that reach the wall? Not quite, as it's caught by Pena for the first out. Runner gets back just in time to avoid the double play. Brings up Brennan, 1 for 3 with a single. Hanging curveball. Brennan punishes it to the corner. Does it have height? Not quite, as it's going to stay in the park. Hit friendly in the dome. Recovers, but not in time to get Brennan at second. Runner scores. It's 11-7. Brings up Kawaguchi now, 1 for 3, double and an RBI, and that'll do it for Towers as Art Foley, the lefty's coming in. Can he get out of this jam real quick? First pitch to Kawaguchi's fastball, ripped to center field. That's going to be a base hit. Run around third. He's going to try and score. Throw is in time. 2 down. Double for Kawaguchi, though, as she moves up to second on the throw. Brings up Mosley, 1 for 4. Doubled his last time up. Fastball in there from Foley, 0-1. Changeup, he's way out in front. Mosley behind 0-2 now. Fastball away, sky to right. Should be an easy play for Friendly. That is, and it ends the inning. Sandcats get 1 back, though, on the home run by deep third, I think. Or no, he hit a double, that's right. Brennan hit it, yeah. Oh, whatever. 11-7 your score. Top 8, Novak, Young Jr., and Hill do up against Mahoney. Novak's 0 for 3, and he's tense. Fastball down in the way, check swing, 0-1. Curveball down and in, inside, 1-1. Slider inside, grounded to short, right at Mackey. Easy play, 1 down. Next up is Young Jr. 2 for 3, 2 homers and 2 RBIs. Fastball away, check swing, 0-1, called strike at the knees. Curveball up high, 1-1. Slider down and in, ripped up the middle, another base hit for Young Jr., make him 3 for 4 now. Runner at first, and that brings up Hill, 1 for 3 with a double. Curveball down in the way, called a strike at the knees, 0-1. Slider up and in, called a strike, it's quickly 0-2. Fastball down and in, fakes the bunt, pulled back, 1-2. Curveball down, check swing, 2-2 the count now. Fastball up and away, fouled off, still 2-2. Slider away, breaks inside. Slider in, I'm sorry. Full count now from Mahoney. Curveball down, hard grounded to short, past Mackey, another base hit. That puts 2 on with 1 down now, as it's going to bring up Owen Berg, the 8-hitter, who's 2 for 2. He's 2 singles, and he walked his last time up. First pitch curveball in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball down and in, fouled off, 1-1. Slider up and in, called a strike, 1-2. Curveball up, taken high, 2-2, nowhere near the zone. Fastball down in the way, hard line to the third. Kawaguchi fields it, flips the second one. Mackey to first, not in time. It's fielder's choice. Runners at the corners with 2 down now for McGee. Homered his last time up, drove in 3 runs. Fastball up and in on the first pitch, line to right center field. It's heading to the short fence. It's going to hit off the top of the wall, though. Paul misses it off the wall, but gets it in as the throw's coming home. Runner is going to score. It's a 2-run double for McGee, who's now up to 5 RBIs, and the tying run's at the plate and botch friendly. Right fielder doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 4. First pitch curve is high, ball 1. Fastball up and in, check, call to strike at the letters, 1-1. Slider down and in, dribbler to short in the hole. Mackey there, backhands and fires in time, and that ends the inning. Sandcats give up 2, though, as the Blowfish are now down to 2 runs. Bottom 8 we go. Mackey, Cross, and Bentley do up. Mackey's 2 for 4, 2 homers and 2 RBIs so far today, as Foley's staying on here in the 8th after throwing 4 pitches to get 2 outs. Last inning, strike in the knees, 0-1. Low, ball 1. Fastball at the letters, ripped the second right at Hill, 1 down. Brings up Cross, 1 for 2, homer, 2 walks, 2 RBIs today. Fastball low, fouled off by Cross, as it was at the knees, 0-1. That one's also at the knees, dribbled to short, Berg there, fires to first, 2 down. That's going to bring up Bentley, 4 for 4, home run, 3 singles, and an RBI today. Slider down and in, ripped the right center field. Will that get over Friendly's head? Yes, it will. It's off the base of the wall and bounces away from Friendly, as Bentley's going to get a double out of this. He's now a triple shy of the cycle, as he's now 5 for 5. I'll bring up Marin, 1 for 4, double in his first at-bat, which drove in a run. Nothing since. Fastball high, 1-0. Slider down in the way, ripped the right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Bentley will hang on at third, as Friendly has a good throw. Runners at the corners for Paul, who doubled in a run. Looking to get a little bit more insurance runs in. 2 outs here in the 8th. Ball high, 1-0. High, deep drive, right center field on the low fastball. That's going to get to the wall out there in right center and bounce to Pena. 1 run scored already, and the second run's on the way in. They will score as well. It's a 2-run double for Paul, and that makes it a 13-9 game as we tack on some insurance. Tandy deep the third up now. He's 2 for 4 today. Home run, double, 2 RBIs so far. Fastball down at the knees. Deep the third, got a good piece of it. Deep right field. Is that going to get over the slow wall there? Not quite, as it hits off the wall. Deep the third, a double, and that makes it a 14-9 game as the runner comes around to score. Brings up Brennan, 2 for 4. Double, single, and RBI. Foley's now tense. Chased it outside. Brennan dribbles it back to the mound. Foley to first. That ends the inning. Sandcats, though, tack on 3 as it's now a 14-9 lead to the 9th. Anger, Pena, and Jumps, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters do up. Mahoney's going to exit here after an inning and a third pitch. He didn't really do so hot. 6 hits and 3 earned runs. We're going to go to righty Kaylee Sutton out of the bullpen. Right-hander looking to close it out here. First pitch fastball down and in, fouled off by Angers. He's just laid on it. 0-1. Grab ball low, dribbled up the middle. That's going to punch through for a base hit as no one can get there. Leadoff man aboard for the Blowfish as they look to rally back, down 5 here in the 9th. Brings up Pena, 1 for 4 with a single. First pitch curveball down in the way, dribbled to first, past the diving Bentley into right field. That's a base hit. Paul gets it in quickly, though, and that'll hold the runner at second. 2 on now. Brings up Jumps, 1 for 4 with a single. Slider down and in low, ball 1. Fastball down in the way, check swing, 1-1. Curveball up and in, dribbler to the right of the mound. Sutton comes off bare hands, goes to first on the fielder's choice, 1 out. Runners at second and third now for Novak, who's 0 for 4. Slider down in the way in the first pitch, check swing for a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and in, called a strike, it's 0-2 now. Curveball down and in, fouled off, still 0-2. Fastball up and away high, 1-1, 1-2. Slider away, 2-2 the count now. Sutton released that too late. Curveball down and in, fouled off, still 2-2. Fastball up and in, line softly to third. Kawaguchi there, 2 down. Brings up Young Jr. He's the last hope for the Blowfish today. He's homered twice, singled, drove in 2 runs. He's 3 for 4. Curveball down low, taken, ball 1. Fastball down and in, breaks the lumber as it's fouled off, 1-1. Slider low, 2-1. Good block there from Brennan to keep the ball in front of him. Fastball up and in, check swing, 3-1 the count now. Slider down in the way, called strike 2, full count now. Curveball down and in, fouled off, he stays alive. Fastball up, pop, foul as he chases it high. Will it stay in play for Brennan? No, it's off the screen. Still a full count. Curveball down in the way, fouled off again as Young Jr. stays alive. Fastball up, fouled off. It's still 0-2. Or sorry, still a full count as he stays alive. Slider down and in, dribbled to short. Mackey over, fires to first. That ends the inning and the game as the Sandcats tank game 1 at home, 14-9 in a slugfest. Looking at the line score, Sandcats drop 20 hits, score 14, as the Blowfish drop 17 and score 9. Very good offensive day for both teams. One was just a little bit better. Looking at the line scores, only player hitless in the Blowfish lineup was Novak, who was 0 for 5. 2 homers for Young Jr., 1 for McGee, who drove in 5 runs on the day, and 1 for Emmett Anger. And on our side, 2 solo homers for Mackey, a 2-run shot by Cross, a solo shot by Bentley, and a solo shot by Tandy Deep III. It's a good day. And everyone on our side have got at least 1 hit. So that was a good day all around for everybody involved. Dregler takes the loss, 4 innings pitched, 8 earned runs given up on 10 hits and 2 walks, 4 homers. And on our side, Peter Tapia gets the win, 6 2/3, 9 hits, 6 earned runs, a walk, 5 strikeouts, and 4 Ks. 4 home runs. He'll improve to 1-0, and the player of the game is Sting McGee. He went 2 for 4, homer, double, 5 RBIs, and a run scored. Followed by Bentley, who went 5 for 5, homer, double, 3 singles, triple shy of the cycle, RBI, 3 runs scored. And Tandy Deep III is finishing in third, 3 for 5, homer, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, run scored. All in all, good offensive day for us. Not a great pitching day, but hopefully we can bounce back in Game 2. Let's sim around and see how the other games go down here. Buzzards wins 6-0. Platypi dropped the first game 6-3 to the Wide Loads. Herbisaurs forced Game 3 with a 2-0 shutout of the Moonstars. We're going to have in Game 2 a rematch from last year's postseason. Perd Lovelorn versus Trey Mondo on the hill. Mondo has beaten Lovelorn in 2 straight starts, both one in the regular season and one in last year's conference finals, which actually clinched. Actually, no, it didn't. His won the first game against the Blowfish. I think we dropped the game? No. We played them in the first round last year. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, we played them in the semifinals last year too. Beat them in 3. We lost Game 1 behind Tapia. Mondo won us Game 2 against Lovelorn, and then we came back and won Game 3 off of Saunders. Yeah, okay. Well, let's set our lineup here for Game 2. I think I'm going to keep it the same, because it did work out well. We did get double-digit runs and double-digit hits once again. So I think it's working for us. So we'll just stick with it. Same 9, same order. Let's go. Hope things are going well for everyone, I'm sure. Alright, game 2 here, getting ready to kick off. We're going to be on the road here at the Swagger Center. Hold on. Damn thing. Stream Manager's not working. Hold on 1 second. I might have to reboot that real quick. Let's just do that real quick. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. There we go. Yep, I'm back. Alright. Hi from Lovelorn. I want to know the count. Strike in there 1-on-1. Let's have a look at their lineup here real quick. It is the same for them as well. Same. Actually, no, not quite. Top 4 are the same. Young Jr. goes from 6 to 5. Hill goes from 7 to 6. Novak goes from 5 to 7. And then the bottom 2 are the same as well. So it's the same 9 players, just a slightly different order. Ours is the same 9 players in the same order. Curveball inside is skied by Mosley to left center. Over is Pena. He'll make an easy catch. 1 out. That's going to bring up Mackey. 2 for 5 in the first game. 2 homers. Both solos. Fastball up, ripped down the right field line. Will that stay fair? Yes, it will, as it's into the corner. Friendly plays it quickly off the wall and there in right, which is shallower than the rest of the stadium. So that will hold Mackey to a single, and that will bring up Cross. 1 for 3 in the first game. Walked twice, homered once, and drove in 2 on that home run. Hanging curveball in the first pitch, and that is gone to dead center field into the shrubbery. Into the batter's eye. It is a home run for Cross, second of the postseason. And that makes it a 2-0 here in the first. Next up is Bentley. Perfect in the first game, 5 for 5. He was a triple shy of the cycle. Solo home run for him as well. 1-0. Curveball driven deep to right center field. That's a good place to hit it as Bentley's on his way to second. That's going to be a double for him, and he is still perfect in the series. It's 6 for 6. That's going to bring up Marin with a runner in scoring position. Marin went 2 for 5 in the first game, drove in a run. Strike the letters, 0-1. Change him outside, 1-1. Fastball up, driven deep to right center field. Is there enough on it to get over his head? Not quite. Pena makes the catch, and that's going to hold Bentley to second. 2 down now for John Paul. Went 2 for 4 in the first game. Sack fly and drove in 3 runs. Fists that to left center field. That's going to drop into the gap for a base hit. Bentley will score easily from second. Pena gets it in. It's an RBI single, 3-0. John Paul puts the Sandcats further out in front. Next up is Tandy Deep III, the left fielder, 3 for 5 in the first game with a homer and 2 doubles. He drove in 3 runs. Pick off the first, not in time as Paul was paying attention. Pitch out, nothing doing, ball 1. Strike the knees, good fastball, 1-1. Change up away, deep to third, skies it, shallow center. Out is Berg, the shortstop. He'll make the catch, and that ends the inning. The Sandcats do drop 3 in the first inning as they take an early lead. Let's see if we can hang on to it. Friendly leads off, 1 for 5 in the first game, as Mondo's on the hill, the only original pitcher in our rotation from year 1. Actually, the only original pitcher on the entire staff as the first pitch is lined to second. Mosley makes the catch, 1 out. Next up is Anger. Third baseman went 4 for 5 in the first game with a homer and 2 RBIs. Curveball down in the way, called a strike, 0-1. Got her up and in, swung through it, 0-2 the count now. Key-man active for Mondo, slider down and in, grounded the short, right at Mackey. Easy play, 2 down. Next up is Pena, 2 for 5 in the first game, no homers or RBIs. Slider down in the way, fouled off by Pena, 0-1. Fastball down and in, hard rip up the middle, past Mackey's dive, and that's going to be a base hit. 2-out single there for Pena, keeps the inning alive, and that'll bring up Jeb Jumps, 1 for 5 in game 1. Change up low and away, called a strike, 0-1. Slider up and in, check swing, 0-2 the count now. Curveball down and in, swung through it, strike 3, jumps down on strikes, and Mondo gets a first punch out of the series and the playoffs for him. Top 2, it's 3-0. 1 hit for the Blowfish, but nothing comes of it. 8, 9, and 1 due up for us. Brennan, Kawaguchi, and Mosley. Here's Brennan, 2 for 5 at the RBI in the first game. Stares in at Lovelorn, who drops a fastball low, ball 1. Curveball middle in, and Brennan takes that deep to the right center gap. Can either fielder run it down? No, they can't, as it's perfectly placed between both of them. Brennan rounds second. He's on his way to third. The catcher is hustling. He'll slide in safely as he beats Hill's throw. Leadoff triple for the catcher, and that'll bring up Kawaguchi, 2 for 4 with an RBI in game 1. Strike at the letters, 0-1. Curveball away, 1-1. Infield at normal depth as they look to concede a run. Curveball driven deep to left center field. That should be deep enough to score him. Novak over, makes a catch in the gap. Brennan tags. He will score. It is 4-0 on the sac fly here. Sandcats extend the lead, and that brings up Mosley, the leadoff hitter, who is 0 for 1. He's now 1 for 6 in the series. First pitch forkball punched up the middle, ball 1. Or, not ball 1, Jesus. That's a base hit. 1 on now, and that'll bring up Mackey. He singled in his first at-bat as well. Came around to score on a home run. Hard liner up the middle, another base hit. 2 for 2 day for Fletcher Mackey, as that puts 2 on and 1 down for Cross. DH homered in his first at-bat, as was his second of the playoffs. Let's see what he does here in the second at-bat of this series. Or game, I should say. Curveball at the letters, 0-1. Change up, skied, shallow center, infield fly called as the Berg is out for it. The shortstop makes the catch, 2 outs. That brings up Hercules Bentley, doubled in his first at bat and then came around to score. High ball 1, 1-0. High at the above the letters, 2-0 count. High, 3-0 count now as Bentley's taken all the way so far. Fastball catches the outside corner, 3-1. Change up low, driven deep to left field. Will that have enough carry? Yes, it will, over Novak's leaping glove into the Sandcats bullpen. It's the second homer of the series for Bentley. First of today's games, he's now 2 for 2. That makes it a 7-0 game. Brings up Marin, he's 0 for 1 today. Fastball down, grounded to second, Hill there, goes to first. That'll end the inning, but the Sandcats tack on another 4 runs. Bottom 2, it's 7-0. Young Jr., Hill, and Novak due up against Mondo. Young Jr. went 3 for 5 in the first game. He had 2 homers and 2 RBIs as well. Cut her down in the way, called a strike, 0-1. Curveball down and in, misses inside, 1-1. Fastball up and away, called a strike, 1-2 the count now. Change up low, check swing, 2-2. Good hold by Young Jr. Slider away, swung through it, strike 3. He's down on strikes, second of the day for Mondo. Brings up Hill, 2 for 4 in the first game. Fastball down and in, hit hard up the middle, base hit for Hill. She'll keep her hot hitting going. She'll also extend the inning here. 1 down still. On her first now. for Novak, who was hitless in game 1. He went 0 for 5. Curveball low, called a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and away, line to short, right at Mackey, 2 down. Brings up Berg, 2 for 3 in the first game, or 4 for 6, I guess. Curveball down and in, misses, ball 1. Fastball down and away, called a strike, 1-1 the count. Slider inside, dribbled back to the mound. Mondo goes to first, and that's going to end the inning. Sandcats give up a hit, but nothing comes of it. Top 3. Paul, Sandy deep to third, and Brennan due up. Paul singled in his first at-bat, which drove in a run. Good change-up in there, strike 1. Missed inside, 1-1. Chased that one inside, popped foul down the third base line. Anger makes the catch, 1 down. Except his Tandy deep to third, he's 0 for 1. Curveball inside, skied shallow left center. Out for it is Berg. He's going to call off Novak. Makes the catch, 2 outs. Brings up Brennan, tripled in his first at bat. Looking to duplicate his success here. Dribbler to short, Berg backhands. He'll fire to first. 1-2-3 inning for the Sandcats here in the third. Bottom 3, McGee, Friendly, and Anger due up. McGee batting .500 here in the series with a homer and 5 RBIs last game. Two-one count here to McGee as he takes it low on the check, 3-1. Fastball away, called a strike, 3-2. Cutter up and in, swung through it, strike 3. McGee down on strikes thanks to Whiffer. 2 outs in the inning, and that brings up Friendly, 0 for 1. Cutter away, hit hard at the middle. That's through for a base hit. Arnold will be on with 1 down now, and that'll bring up Emmett Anger, the third baseman, who's 0 for 1 today. Fastball away, outside, 1-0. Change blown away, dribbled foul, 1-1. Up and in, taken deep to right center field. That does not have enough carry to get out, I don't think. Hits off the wall out there, and both my fielders missed the ball. It's going to be a triple here for Anger as he's in sliding safely. 7-1 as the Blowfish are finally on the board. Brings up Pena, 1 for 1 with the single. Cutter down and in on the first pitch, check swing, 0-1. Change up away, fouled off, 0-2. He's out in front. Slider up high, 1-2. Fastball low and away, check swing, 2-2. Curveball down and in, fouled off, still 0-2, or 1-2. Up and away, swung under it, strike 3. Another punch out for Mondo, and that brings up Jumps, 0 for 1. Struck out in his first at bat. That was the 4th of the afternoon for Mondo. Curveball down and in, ball 1. Fastball away, 2-0. Slider down, called a strike, 2-1. Slider up and in, driven deep to left center field. Going back is deep to third at the wall. He looks up, it is gone. Home run, Jeb Jumps. It is a first of the year season for him in the postseason, and 7-3. He's up Young Jr., 0 for 1 today. Fastball down and away, called a strike, 0-1. Curveball down and in, skied to left field, back for it near the wall is deep to third. He makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Blowfish tack on 3, though, as they cut the deficit down to 4. Top 4, 7-3 your score. Kawaguchi, Mosley, and Mackey do up. Kawaguchi had a sac fly in her first at bat. First pitch changeup, fouled off, 0-1. Takes it high, 1-1. Next pitch is in there in the high inside corner, 1-2. Change up, pop foul. Is that going to get out of play? Yes, it will. Still 1-2. Forkball line to right center field. That's going to be down towards the gap. Pena cuts it off. That'll hold him to just a single. Good piece of hitting there by Marin. Or not Marin, Kawaguchi. That brings up Mosley. Over 2 with the single today. Onside, 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Fastball line to right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Mosley pokes it through. That puts 2 on and none down here in the inning. Mackey up next, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He's also locked in now. Ooh, good curveball, 0-2. Fastball low and away, skied to center. Pena in, makes the catch, 1 out. Brings up Cross, 1 for 2, homer and 2 RBIs. Fastball away for a strike, 0-1. Curveball low, hanging inside. Punch through to right. Bases are now loaded here for Bentley as the runner stays wisely at third. Bentley's 2 for 2 today, homer and a double, 3 RBIs. Curveball in there, 0-1. Curveball away in the same spot almost, driven to center. Warning track flies, Pena makes the catch, runner tags from third, and that's going to be a sac fly. It's now 8-3. Brings up Marin, 0 for 2 today, still looking for his first hit of the contest. Takes one high, ball 1. Outside and high, 2-0. Changeup fouled off, 2-1 the count. Changeup left in the middle of the plate, taken to left. Not enough carry on it though, as Marin's under it. Catch made by Novak, and that ends the inning. Bottom 4 we go. It's now 8-3 at the Sandcats tack on a run. Hill, Novak, and Berg go up against Mondo. Hill's 1 for 1 today with the single. Slider down in the way, fouled off, 0-1. They're up and away, check swing, 0-2. Egypt down and in, dribbled to second. Mosley there. Goes to first, 1 down. Except it's Novak, 0 for 1 today. Fastball fouled off, 0-1. Started down and in, called a strike, 0-2 the count now. Curveball inside, ripped foul, out of reach, still 0-2. Fastball down and away, driven hard on the ground to short. Mackey dives, makes the play. 1 out, 2 outs now in the inning. Brings up Berg, 0 for 1. Swung over a slider, 0-1. Fastball down in the way, low, 1-1. Strike in there, 1-2. Slider low, 2-2. Fastball away, 3-2. Takes it low, ball 4. He was up 0-2 and dropped behind and walked him. Bring up McGee, 0 for 1 today. Change it down and away, called a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and in, driven deep to left center field. Marin giving chase. That's going to be out of reach, though, as it hits off the base of the left center wall. Extra bases, runner rounds third. It's going to be 8-4 now. The Blowfish are coming back now. He was friendly, 1 for 2 with a single. Mama just needs 1 out to get out of the inning. Hung a slider. Thankfully, he didn't swing, 0-1. Friendly takes fastball outside, 1-1. Ball low, fouled off, 1-2 the count now. They're up and in, swung under it, strike 3. And Mondo's out of the inning. Another run back for the Blowfish on an extra base double. Extra base hit. Double to center. Top 5, 8-4. Paul deep to third, and Brennan do up against Lovelorn. There's Paul, 1 for 2, single and an RBI today. Forkball high, 1-0. High, 2-0. Hard line to the left center, but it's right at Novak, 1 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 22.
Brings up deep to 30s, 0 for 2 today. Takes a low, 1-0. Fastball up at the letters, 1-1. Curveball down and in, deep third, turns on a deep left field. Does it have carry? Off the wall, just out of reach of Novak, who couldn't find it. It's going to be a double for deep to third. He's on at second now, with 1 out in the inning. He's in scoring position now for Brennan, who tripled in his first at bat. He's 1 for 2. Change up line to center. It's going to drop for a base hit. Runner's going to hang on at third, though, as Pena's proven he's got a decent arm. Runners at the corners for Kawaguchi, 1 for 1, single and RBI, and that's going to do it for Lovelorn here in the 5th. After 4 1/3 innings, surrendering 13 hits and 8 earned runs, he's responsible for the 2 runners on base. Joanna Heater, the righty's coming in. Change up low, rip to center, that's down for a base hit. That's a 9th earned run charge to Lovelorn, as the single will go to Kawaguchi. Next up is Mosley, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Looking to keep it rolling here. Change up, rip to left center field. Brennan's going to score easily, and that might score the second runner as well, as Mosley's on his way to second. Kawaguchi's flying around third. It's going to be a 2-run double. It's now 11-4 Sandcats. Brings up Mackey, 2 for 3, 2 singles. Takes it low, ball 1. Hard grounded to second. Hill has to go to first, 2 down. Runner to third. Brings up Cross, 2 for 3, homer and a single. 2 RBIs scored as well. Fastball away, ball 1. Late on that heat, 1-1. Change up line to second, right at Hill. That ends the inning. Sandcats tack on 3, though, and another homer. Or, well, a couple hits strung together, I should say. Bottom 5, Anger, Pena, and Jumps due up. Anger's 1 for 2, tripled in a run his last time up. Curveball down and in, dribbled up the first base line. Mondo's there for it, tags the runner, 1 out. Next up is Pena, 1 for 2 with a single today. Fastball down, caught a strike, 0-1. Curveball up and in, taken, 1-1. Cutter inside, 2-1. Change up and away, 2-2. Slider low, full count. Fastball inside, check swing, ball 4. Cannot get a call today. Next up's Jumps, 1 for 2. Homered his last time up for 2 RBIs. Change up blown away, grounded to second. Mosley flips to second 1. Mackey to first. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. Top 6 we go. It's still 11-4. Bentley, Marin, and Paul due up. He's up Bentley, 2 for 2, homer double, 4 RBIs today. Curveball rip past him. Into right, that's a base hit. Keeps his hitting alive, he's 3 for 3. He's up Marin, 0 for 3 today. Late on the heater, 0-1. Curveball down low, rip the right center. Hill with the leaping grab, and that doubles off Bentley, 2 down. Brings up Paul, 1 for 3, single and RBI today. Fastball down, fouled off, 0-1. Chased it low, 0-2. Chased it low again. Paul down on strikes to end the inning. Bottom 6, it's still 11-4. Young Jr., Hill, and Novak due up. Young Jr.'s 0 for 2 today. Cutter down and in on the first pitch, called a strike, 0-1. Slider down and away, outside, 1-1. Cutter inside, check swing, 2-1, just missed the corner. Down and in, hard grounder foul, still 2-2 now. Game man active. Curveball low, full count. Fastball down and in, dribbler to third. Kawaguchi there, fires to first, 1 out. Brings up Hill, 1 for 2 with the single today. Fastball down and away, called a strike, 0-1. Slider up and in, fouled off, 0-2. Change up down and in, low, 1-2. Cutter down and away, skied down the right field line, hooking foul towards the seats. That is out of play. Slider down and away, dribbler to short, coming in as Mackey. He'll field it, goes to first, 2 down. Next up is Novak, 0 for 2. Fastball down, check swing, called a strike at the knees, 0-1. Ball up and in, skied, foul, down the first base line. Bentley going after it. He makes the catch, and that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for the Blowfish in the 6th. Top 7. 11-4 is your score. Deep the third, Brennan and Kawaguchi do up against Heater. Deep the third is ready. Low, ball 1. Outside, 2-0. Ooh, caught the corner, 2-1. Caught the top, 2-2. Fastball fouled off, still 2-2. Is that going to get to the seats? Yes, it will, just barely. Change up low, grounded to second, Hill there, 1 out. Next up is Brennan, 2 for 3, triple and a single today. Fastball fisted foul as Brennan's laid on it, 0-1. Low, ball 1. Fastball ripped to right center. That's a base hit. Third of the game for Brennan. He's now 3 for 4, I believe. Brings up Kawaguchi, 2 for 2. 2 singles and 2 RBIs. Curveball poke to the right side. Hill makes a diving stop. That's going to be a fielder's choice. 2 down. Almost an infield single. Brings up Mosley, 3 for 4. Double 2 singles and 2 RBIs so far. Late on the heater, 0-1. Fastball fouled off, 0-2 the count now. Fights it off. That was outside, 1-2. 0-2. Chased it high, Mosley down swinging. That ends the inning. Bottom 7, 11-4 the score. Berg, McGee, and Friendly do up. Mondo's done after 6 innings of work. He went 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, and 2 walks. Also with a couple punch-outs. Going to go with the righty here, Leah Collins, the long reliever, making her first appearance of the postseason. Fastball away, 1-0. Inside, 1-1. Changeup up and in, 1-2. Fastball up and away, fouled off, still 0-2. Two-seamer down and in, down and away, 2-2. Change up low, check low, full count. Fastball up and in, called strike 3 at the letters, 1 down. Steps McGee, 1 for 2, doubled an RBI. Change up way, 0-1. Two-seamer low, 1-0, 1-1. Fastball low, 2-1. In there, 2-2. Seamer up and away, pop foul. Brennan over for it near the third base dugout. Makes the catch, 2 outs. Brings it Friendly, 1 for 3 with a single. Fastball down and away, called a strike, 0-1. Changeup up and in, fouled off, 0-2 the count now. Two-seamer fouled off, still 0-2. Change it down and in, fouled off, 1-2, 0-2 the count. Fastball line to right, over the leaping Mosley. That's going to be a base hit. 2 down, still in the inning. Brings up Anger, 1 for 3, tripled an RBI. Change up low, 1-0. Fastball inside, 2-0. Two-seamer in there, 2-1. Change it down in the way, called a strike. Oh, 2-2. Driven deep to center field. Marin back to the warning track. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Blowfish here. We head to the 8th. It's still 11-4. Mackey, Cross, and Bentley do it. Mackey's 2 for 4. 2 singles today. Hard liner to right. Diving Hill robs him of a hit. 1 down, and that brings up Cross. Homer and a single today with 2 RBIs. Swung through it late, 0-1. Inside, 1-1. That's late on the heat, 1-2. Fastball down in the way, line to left field. That is down for a base hit in front of the sliding Novak. Puts him on at first base with 1 down. 3rd hit of the game for him, and that brings up Bentley, 3 for 3. Homer double and a single with 4 RBIs. He's a triple shy of the cycle. It's also the sac fly. Hard line of the first. Diving Young Jr. What a play. 2 outs. We got Marin 0 for 4 today. Skyball right center. In on it is Friendly to make the catch. 1-2-3 inning, and that's bottom 8th we go. Pena jumps and Young Jr. do up. Slider fouled off by Pena, 0-1. That's one down in the way. Dribbler to second. Mosley charging. Firing to first. 1 out. Brings up jumps. 1 for 3. Homer and 2 RBIs. Dribbler back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. No one was playing in there as Marin pokes it through. Brings up Young Jr. 0 for 3. Change it down, 0-1. Swung through it. Seamer up and in, check high, 1-1. Fastball down and in, up the middle. Mackey flips the second one. Mosley to first. Another double play, and they get out of the inning. 11-4 remains the score to the 9th. Sandcats lead by 7. John Paul leads off, 1 for 4, single and an RBI today. Heater starting to tire out there, already over 30 pitches. Curveball outside, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. 3-1 now is Paul taking all the way. Hard line to the second, right at Hill on the hop, 1 out. It's deep to third, 1 for 4 with a double. Dunk Davidson, the righty's coming in here to replace Heater, who went 4 innings out of the bullpen. 5 hits given up with an earned run and 2 Ks. Great outing for her. Here's Davidson, the righty. Strike outside, 0-1. Chased the curveball, popped right field. Out for it is second baseman Hill. She makes the catch, and that's the 2nd out. Brings up Brennan. 3-4, triple and 2 singles today. Got under a hanging curveball, right to the mound. Easy play. Davidson makes the catch, and ends the inning. Bottom 9 we go. Hill, Novak, and Berg. You up? 6, 7, 8. First pitch fastball down in the way, called a strike, 0-1. Two-seamer up and away, 1-1. Two-one count now from Collins. Fastball up and away, line to right center. Aaron slides, he keeps it in front of him, but it's a base hit. Leadoff man on here for Novak, who's 0 for 3. See, we're down in the way on the first pitch, and he sat on that location. That is off the top of the fence for a home run. 2-run shot to center field off Novak's bat. That cuts the lead down to 5. 5 runs is now 11-6. First of the series for Novak in the postseason. That brings up Berg, 0-2 with a walk. Fastball down and in, hard up the middle. Diving's Mackey, cuts it off. He gets up and fires to first. It's just laid, infield single for Berg. Brings up McGee, 1 for 3, doubled an RBI. You see him up and in, check swing, 1-0. Fastball away, check swing, 1-1. Change it down and in, outside, 2-1. You see him up and away, called a strike, 2-2. Change it down and away, dribbler to third. Kawaguchi has to go to first with it, 1 down. Brings up friendly, 2 for 4, 2 singles. Fastball in there, rip to right. Paul fields on a hop. He'll come up throwing for the plate. That'll hold the runner at third. Runners at the corners now for Anger. 1 for 4, triple an RBI today. 2-seamer low, 1-0. Fastball inside, check on there, 1-1. Blown away, fouled off, 1-2. 2-seamer low and in, hit rip to right. That's through for another base hit. It's now 11-7. Blowfish won't die here. Keeping it going here for Pena. 1 for 3, single and a walk, and Collins is done. And we're going to go to the lefty rookie Lincoln Porchetto to close the door. Fastball, fouled off, 0-1. Curveball down and away. Back to Porchetto. He throws the second one. Mosley to first. Double play, and that ends the game. Porchetto comes out, retires his 1 batter for a double play, and that ends the game. Sandcats are victorious. They sweep the series against the Blowfish. They are going on to the conference finals, where they will take on the winner of Game 3 between the Moonstars and the Herbivores. Sandcats finished the day with 18 hits and 11 runs. Blowfish dropped 7 runs on 13 hits. Looking at the line scores. Everyone on our side got a hit except Marin, who was 0 for 5. Homers for Cross and Bentley. And on the other side, everybody got a hit except Young Jr., who was 0 for 4. Homers for Jumps and Novak. Both 2-run shots, I think. Mondo's your winner. He went 6 innings, 6 hits given up, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 1 of which was a homer. And then the save goes to Lincoln Porchetto, who went 2/3 of an inning. 1 batter faced him. It's his first save of the playoffs in his career. On the other side, Lovelorn goes 4 1/3, giving up 13 hits, 10 earned runs, 2 homers. He takes the loss. Player of the game is going to be Hercules Bentley. He went 3 for 4. He was a triple shy of the cycle with 4 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Runner-up is Cross. He was 3 for 5, homer, 2 RBIs and a run scored. Then the third place finisher is Jeb Jumps, 2 for 4, homer, 2 doubles, and a run scored. Sorry, not 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. And that win will... It was up to 170, nice. All right, let's see. Who are we taking on in the conference finals here? Will it be the second place Herbivores, or will it be the third place Moonstars? Let's see. Buzzards win 7-1. They sweep the Crocodons out in round 1. Wideloads sweep the Platypi out in the first round as well. They win 3-2, and Moonstars shut them out 1-0. Odd. All 3 of those games had a shutout on our side between the Moonstars and Herbivores. So the Sandcats take on another division rival next time, as they're going to have Weeby to start the series, followed by Roland and Tapia. Moonstars are going to have their 4th pitcher, Brianna Maloney, on the hill. We're going to have our 3rd pitcher, Royce Weeby, start. Put the lineup here, see what they want. Yeah, I can swing this, okay. Golden in left, followed by Mackey in center. Cross DHing, he's locked in. Bentley in first, he's locked in. Mosley. Then Kawaguchi at third, Paul in right, Robertson at shortstop, and Brennan catching one more time. Alright, I can dig that. Alright guys, that'll do it for this time. This episode, we'll see you in the next one, where we take on the Moonstars in the conference finals. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. This is the Nasty One, signing off.